House Bill 7753 is an act relating to the courts and civil procedure. It is a limitation on actions based on sexual abuse or exploitation of a child. All claims or causes of action brought by any person for recovery of damages for injuries suffered as a result of sexual abuse may be commenced at any time. This was brought to my attention by my colleague in the Senate, Senator Donald Nestle, and little did she know how personally familiar I am with the topic. What this bill does, it eliminates entirely the barriers which child sex abuse victims face when they try to obtain justice from their perpetrators and enablers. It's unfortunate that this bill here today is needed in our society because it signals that not only are our children being sexually victimized, but even more sadly, many of these victims will never have their day in court to face their abusers and demand accountability for the vicious childhood assaults that have haunted their lives, often for decades. It is for this reason that we need to repeal the statute of limitations on civil actions relating to childhood sexual abuse. This bill hits particularly close to home for me, as my sister was a victim of childhood sexual abuse. I have witnessed firsthand what these crimes do not only to the victim, but to the victim's family and friends. My sister is here today to share her story and why this bill is a sad necessity to so many in our state. She'll describe to you how often it takes years, if not decades, for victims of childhood sexual assault to not only come to terms with their abuse, but also to find the strength to come forward, to name their abuser, and seek justice for crimes perpetrated against their innocence and youth. And most disturbingly, because of the complex and often long healing process in regards to these crimes, many abusers are not only never charged criminally, but they are shielded by statute of limitations from having to answer for their crimes in a civil manner as well. Victims of childhood sexual abuse deserve justice, and by passing this legislation, these brave people who have the courage to confront their victimizers will have a chance at justice for the crimes committed against them as children. And with that, Chairman, we have several witnesses here.